I wrote this originally because I've been the title character in my life.
It's a story that I think so many people can relate to. We've all been there, we've all experienced someone in our life who has gone a little over the top with Christianity.
Your father is
Peter 2:12. That's not actually what it says, though.
Yeah, it's not going to say that verbatim.
We pretend that we're this righteous person and we know it all, or we don't. You know, it happens to everybody.
You're not going to back us down. You're not going to tell us that we're not like Jesus and that we're not. You don't even know Jesus. We know Jesus. We're going to tell you what Jesus is like.
What is self-righteousness? What does it really mean? As I was researching, I came upon this book. It was written in the 1800s. It was just a narrative story, but as I was reading it, I was like, this would make a great movie. It's got a strong message about treating other people the way you would like to be treated. It's called Good Mrs. Hypocrite.
We see the downfalls of each of the characters and where they fall short, and it's just a reminder that we all sin, that we all fall short. It's okay, we're beautiful humans and we will stumble. But it also highlights the horrible sorrow that can come at the end of a person's life when they've spent all this time not actually loving people.
Pharisees in the Bible are very self-righteous and hypocritical. In fact, there are several places in the Bible where Jesus himself calls them hypocrites. And to think that they are people who spent their entire lives studying the Bible and still got it wrong is very sobering.
We see a portrait of a woman who is so lost and so detached from her spiritual core, even though she doesn't think so. And she's causing a lot of harm, you know, not only to those around her, but ultimately to herself.
She comes off in the beginning as very straight and narrow, preaching the gospel, wearing all plain black clothes. And then she starts this Wednesday gathering. And then you begin to see how, you know, everyone is tempted by sin.
So guided by her own narcissistic sense of survival, need to survive, need to stay on top of the pack, so to speak, that she'll do whatever it takes.
For a feature, this thing, just every scene triggered the next scene. You know, so it was really well written.
You're really gonna feel something in your heart, and the cool part is that you have this range of emotions, and all the characters are so dynamic.
No, I would not consider this a Christian film because I don't believe that films can be Christian. People can be Christian, and you can have Christian values in a film. Chick-fil-A is a Christian-run organization, but the chicken isn't Christian. So how is a movie any different? It's got values in it that are in the Bible, and it's got values in it that are horrible ways to treat people, but that's what makes it real, because it shows both sides and it doesn't gloss over the ugly side of life. Ideally, I would like to film this in Pittsburgh because I'm from here. I know a lot more people here than I do anywhere else in the film communities. There's a lot of historic sites here that match perfectly with the story.
What do you think the biggest challenge is for this film?
Funding it.
Location scouting, castings, traveling back and forth, networking to get investors. All those things take time, money, energy from our part. Also, anything having to do with our actors, you know, that costs money. Sometimes we're dealing with agents. So all of these things we have to take into consideration. So all the money will go towards that, towards putting our foot in the door to make the entire film. I think people will walk away with this pondering their own lives and their hearts. I think that's the goal.